μία ερώτηση για τον κύριο Σφαγιανάκη, γιατί πρέπει...
One question for Mr. Sfagiannakis, because he must leave. Yes, please give the microphone to the gentleman. Question, not a comment. Thank you very much, General, for your presentation and for your work. In Facebook, does justice deal with malformation? For example, there was Jesus crucified that danced the belly dance, ridiculous things. Does anyone intervene in that case? There are a lot of sites that do that. You oblige me to tell the truth now, and I have to say that when I wanted to deal with Saint Paisios, no priest helped me, and I don't dare do something of the kind again. Thank you, General. And Dr. Vaios Dafoulis, he's not here. So Hieromon Ephraim has the floor.
Θέλω να σας ρωτήσω, κύριε στρατηγέ, εάν υπάρχουν, να ξέρετε, διότι είστε υπεύθυνος, υπάρχουν πάρα πολλοί...
There are a lot of monks that have Facebook. There are also monks, there are also priests. It's not bad to have a Facebook page. Facebook is a tool. It is a very good tool, but the way we treat it is bad. And this is where I object. I also have a Facebook page. This Facebook, this tool was created to serve a certain purpose, but we use it for other purposes. And I believe you understand what I mean.
Спасибо, отец Симеон. Ваш доклад был...
Thank you, Father Simeon, for your excellent paper. You, in fact, shown your temperance by not using up all the time that you were given. We now have a few minutes for Q&A. Yes, use the microphone. Father Haralambos from Albania. I'm a little terrified, if I may say this, terrified by what we've heard about artificial intelligence. If you can, please do explain what this means. When Google says that in 2030 we will have artificial intelligence, it's not a joke. And we're not joking either. What you revealed to us makes our conference almost irrelevant. It's a big bang in the way that we think. So please do explain, what do we mean by artificial intelligence? Answer. Thank you very much for your question. I share the same question. I will give you a simple example of artificial intelligence. There's a very good book. I can't remember the name of the author. It's called Numerati. The cast of new scientists who will dominate in the course of this century. What do? Algorithms. There is a smart algorithm on Facebook. Facebook published recently the following. It said, if you have 127 let's say you have a profile on Facebook and you chat with another 227 or converse with 227. All your data and information is processed, and Facebook knows you and me better than my wife knows me. There is another algorithm I heard about 6 months ago. Twitter, this time, same for all networks. So Twitter can distinguish which profile of user is depressive and which isn't. So if I work in a big company and I want to recruit people and I look at these two profiles and my profile reveals me to be depressed, I will not be chosen, selected for the job. So yes, you're right. All of this is happening while society is sleeping. And that is why this conference is taking place, because we need to wake up and to raise questions on the cataclysmic technological changes and their outcomes, their consequences. But it's not all negative. You know, technological developments can be very positive for human beings. On the level of health, cancer kills millions of people, and thanks to algorithms, cancer may be treatable, fully treatable and curable in some years' time. So again, it boils down to the same thing: how we use technology. Artificial intelligence, I spoke about it as someone who prepared his doctoral thesis, and I did that in 2004. Bill Gates, the creator of Windows and of Microsoft, admits that there is a problem, but Hawkins as well. His own life depends on technology, and he raises the issue of loss of control. Our life will be online a lot more than offline in the years to come. Nikolaos Koyos, editor-in-chief of Pemptusia. About the virtue of temperance on the internet, you mentioned it, and we heard from the Geron Eliseos of Simonopetra on the video, and from others. It is basic pastoral principles. Eros eroti nikate. That is, love, eros can be vanquished by another eros. And we see that before God asks man to go into ascesis, gives him inspiration. And I would like to precisely ask this. We ask people to be to exercise self-restriction on the internet today. But what can the church offer in exchange? What can the church propose? What can be the counter-proposal? How can the church inspire man in order to turn him away from the internet and towards it, in order to, in fact, prevent not only internet addictions, but all sorts of other addictions that can be disastrous and sinful? We have some excellent examples that we propose to the youth, and some of these, several, have been mentioned here. In order to reach the love, we need to maintain, need to observe some rules for ourselves. This is what our Holy Fathers say, and this is what our tradition, ecclesiastical tradition, dictates. If we want to go to the agape directly, straight away, it won't be easy, it won't be possible. We risk never getting there, getting to this agape, and we may never be able to teach anything good to anyone. And this is why we need to have a holistic approach. I would have been surprised if there hadn't been any questions. But we need to respect each other and our organizers, however, and I think that we should close this meeting. You can also ask questions at the end of this session. On the papers read out here, I must say that they were extremely pertinent and interesting, all of them. Thank you very much.